Hello there everyone, welcome back to Corey Loses for the continuation of our Fall of the Republic, I guess 1.3 preview playthrough. It's not the most 1.3 preview-y playthrough-y, but it's kind of that. As the Galactic Republic, we are in the middle of conquering the core. We've got some fleets over Fondor, we've got our armies running around. Last time we did a lot of running around with General Rahm Kota, who is sitting somewhere, or he's on his way somewhere. Either way, we are going to keep going with that. We are going to finish off the invasion of Fondor. We're going to try to take a few of these planets out in the mid-rim-ish area. So then we can have, if we can take Contrum, then we'll be lined up straight to the Outer Rim. We lost out on our early opportunity to take Geonosis, which we're probably just going to leave as it is right now. And we will probably build up Ariadu a bit more with our next set of monies. So let's resume that. And where did he go? Okay, he's in transit. I think that's actually him. Yeah. So I'm gonna take these guys from Corson back down this way. And yeah, that should be fine. I don't know where our other fleet would currently be. Well, we really didn't have too much else going on. But Contrum should be easy to take in space. I don't know how big the ground defense is going to be there. But today's plan, for those of you watching on Twitch, is we are going to be doing one Republic episode right now, probably. And then we'll be doing probably 2 Haped episodes after that. So, let's see, we got Defensive Liberty, Boom and Zoom, the Bodge, Spirit Yoshino, and a regular Invincible. There have been a few more units that have been requested since the last stream, so they won't be in for this episode, but they will be added for next. We still have a few that we need to build, so won't miss out on too much there either way. But we did the 12-hour celebration stream on Friday, which did cut into our normal recording times, which is why we're doing both campaigns today. And then we're actually going to be flipping which is happening on which days after that. So the Republic's going to be moving to Fridays. Havens are going to be on Mondays until the end of the campaign. Speaking of Friday, how's Charlie? Yeah, after Charlie... so for those of you who missed the later stages of that stream... we had part of it with Ek and Charlie. Charlie didn't realize, I guess, that he was still on. He fell asleep on part of it, but we'd been planning to play League after, so I kept him in the call, kept the call up. Thought when he woke up we'd just play League, or he'd go home, and it would be fine either way. But what I didn't think he'd do is wake up, start sounding like he was talking to me, so I thought everything was fine. But then just, like, immediately take his shirt off and walk out of his office. So, like, he streams from an office that he rents in, like, an office building. So, you normally don't expect the shirt removal. I don't know why I don't. I should at this point, but yeah. So, he's fine now, but... Stay with me, all right? Stay together. Armor's asking, Corey, how many times did you get in a barrel and fall down Niagara Falls during your childhood? I sadly never did that.
Now we're talking. Move it. The squad stands together.
You actually first do that on your 21st birthday. It's legally a requirement to do that if you stay in Niagara, and that's like the primary reason I left. I complain about other stuff related to Niagara, but it's mostly just because I'm salty that they made me leave for not wanting to do that. Alright, Hearst for Modi. Everybody Hearst sometimes. Alright, I'm gonna try to use this to grab this other landing zone. Alright, that should actually make it... Are we gonna be stuck in the air? Yeah, I hate when this bug happens. But... everything that was added in Forces of Corruption has some kind of really annoying bug with it. So, that's just what happens. Alright. Let's try to get up there then. At least we can use the lat to protect that landing zone, which it looks like we're okay. Will we be able to land over here? No? Okay. Well,
Area's not secure. Guns ready. Give me a target.
alright, let's bring them over.
With your trigger.
Send... No, I don't think we need to send anyone else anywhere.
You'll find I'm full of surprise.
Rahm Kota can run in, kill some of those. But I don't really think they have much here. It's probably just the Company of Droidica and then the one structure. So it'll be an easy victory point, and then we'll have Contrum. What's your favorite Tybra quote? Someday, everything will be mine. It's classic.
Closing range.
Alright, let's bring in some sabers. Get some saber metrics going. Public troopers. Arcs.
Come on, then. Going in.
Alright, we're gonna run into the base with those. We'll back it up with the lat. But we probably won't need to.
Follow behind me. Move.
You guys can go over the water.
Battle is on.
There you go. Not much opposition there. Kept it neat and clean.
System control achieved.
Alright. We will be able to get a lot more going on with the economy, too, because we've been kind of out on that. And, okay, we don't actually need to defend this planet directly just yet. So, with that, we do want to build the first level of everything. And where did I want the hypervelocity gun? I wanted that on Ariado. So we want a Golan 2 and an HV gun when we can get it. But Pestage, you're already over here. So I'm going to send him back to Vulpter.
My arm is sprained, but all right.
Wow, okay. Complaining about your art.
Let's move this bucket.
People just, don't have to do anything. Alright, Cato Neimoidia. We have 94. We are going to be trying to launch some attacks from Hauser. But let's send Yoda in here. They've got a lot of production on this compared to the other planets, but not much to start with. They're Black Wolf? So once we take Fondor, it'll really just be the Trade Federation worlds, the Purse worlds that we need to get.
On the way. Stand firm.
All right, Yoda is about to take some droids for us. That famous thing Yoda did was capture a droid factory on Fondor and take the planet single-handedly almost. I'm not gonna make him do it single-handedly. Actually, I'm gonna be nice.
Surrender, will you?
What a weird giggle. I don't know that I've ever really heard that or paid attention to it before. Alright, LR-57s. The AI's favorite thing to use in skirmish, for some reason.
Shield deployed.
But I did put up the poll this morning for which LEGO sets we should build. And it looks like the X-Wing and TIE Fighter are going to win, so I'll probably order those after the stream. That's, depending on... I'm not sure when the shipping would get here. So, I didn't schedule it for this week, but we'll try to get that in as soon as possible. Oh, they are getting attacked over there. Okay, I'm gonna drop in some more clones. And yeah, this should be able to cover it on their own. And we'll get Juggernauts and ATTEs in.
Come for training, did you?
And let's get even more clones. Some arcs, which are also clones. Okay, run back. Run back. Okay, these clones can go straight up the middle there. This is going to be our kill zone 3. I've never played a single kill zone, but I do reference it more than any other game in the streams. I mean, I kind of figured when I was setting up the options for the poll that if I had the X-Wing and the TIE Fighter together, that people would almost certainly choose that. But at the same time, like, they're individually cheaper sets than the other ones. So, like, I think together they're cheaper than the diorama, like one of the new diorama sets, the trash compactor one. So, like, if I was putting up one of those, then I may as well put both together. I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to do them. So, like, it's not going to be a single stream thing, probably, because, like, Star Wars Explained does a lot of LEGO build streams. He gets sent the kits, which is I'm very jealous of. That's probably the YouTube thing I'm most jealous of, other than, like, Eck getting to talk to Victor Lucas. But yeah, so I'm not sure how long that's going to end up taking. His are usually several streams long. Okay, where's Yoda? You can go back in, or no, first. Well, I can't make him do anything just yet. He's in the middle of shooting a bunch of droids. Okay. Now destroy that. All of you destroy that. And Yoda, get some foresight. I'm gonna bomb that. Alright, let's make sure that the ATTE doesn't just get demolished by stuff shooting it when it can't retaliate. And Yoda, get over there. Should have just called it Firesplay Class Slave 1 in parentheses Boba Fett's starship. Toby's asking, should I as Meldred have gotten a legitimacy bonus by week 18? Week has nothing to do with it. Depends how much you've conquered worlds, how much your legitimacy has changed, and it's a chance. Like, there's no guaranteed it's week X, so you should have X, or it's changing to week X, so you should get something. Like, it's a random chance based on how much your legitimacy changed. There is going to be some bad luck protection in the future, but, like, again, RNG. No guarantees. For your first unlock, the chance is always much better, but it's still a random chance, so, like, there's always going to be a small percentage that go a longer time without it. Okay, I'm going to tell those LR-57s to just chill at the base. I think we can get another orbital support thing in there. Ooh, are they going to walk towards this one? That'd be pretty fun. I just let them all just explode that way, but I won't do it. I won't do it. Alright, that's just the barracks and the tax agency, so I'm gonna send these guys over this way. I don't think we need everyone on the same building anymore. They're pretty far from full garrisons at this point. I dare say they're even nearly empty. Okay, Yoda, you are not supposed to just look at the structure. You're supposed to look at it and make it shake. Make it quiver in fear. Okay, there's one. And Yoda, go kill another. I hope that is the group of droids that were coming from the other way. Or that were running away. There we go. Probably going to be a save. It's double planets, 15 minutes. There you go. What else can you ask for? Other than not losing clone troopers and overracers. 6, Republic 7. So that, like, we've connected our core and outer rim forces in the south. A nice long line of planets through there. But that does pretty much guarantee the CIS is going to be split off from each other. We've got like the Trade Fed and Techno Union in the south with a couple CIS planets versus the Commerce Guild and Banking Clan in the north with even more CIS planets. That's the stronger CIS area. But we are going to focus on the south first, I think. Like, we do want to take a lot of these Trade Federation planets. Like, Umbara in particular, we can probably take with a smaller group. Did we start building on Coruscant? We built a little bit, not quite as much. We're definitely not going into Hypori. Should probably split up some of the stuff by row again, because the way I had it done was apparently not very good. So, especially for the like lowest level ships. All right, I think we might need to wait a little bit.
Let's move this bucket.
Though Umbara would be just good to have right now in general. If we can get in there. Let's see if we can take it with what we have. Yeah. So we'll be able to take Umbara, then we'll probably take some time to build up again. Because we can really get the economy set up at this point. We'll have a lot of places in the core that we can build up more trade ports and everything.
Breaking comm silence. There's nothing we can't handle. Right, sir. Got you on the comm. Battle stations. Fire for maximum effect. Captain here. Locked on target. What's the order?
Alright.
Reading you.
Just the level 1. Oh, they do have the shipyard as well, though. So you're gonna have to go
Nominal status. Vectoring to the
for
enemy.
the diamond. Well, no, we need to destroy the station first.
Got you on the comm. No, sir. Enemy
Those in
reinforcements on their way.
there, you can
Right,
come
sir.
up as well.
Captain here.
It's probably not worth killing that diamond until we've got
Nothing
the
we can't handle.
yard or the station down.
Nominal status. They're coming around. We need you to clear the area in order to proceed.
If we can get the bombers towards the Munificent.
Vectoring to the enemy. Battle stations.
Now the three of you.
Locked on target. Concentrated fire. Nominal status. Vectoring to the enemy. Sir.
No, don't go around this way.
Reinforcements are on their way. Captain here. Reading you. The operation is failed. Battle stations. Standing by. I copy that.
It's gonna be kind of rough. Well, we got the main weapons down on that. Okay, let's get the other diamond now.
Watch your flank. Stop that.
Do they have a second Munificent that'll come out? No. No more Munifex, no more Munificent. Just more diamonds.
Nominal status. Critical. You've got
You stay on the diamond. You can take out the last weapons on that. Okay, now we'll try to focus together on that. Damn, there's a hyena there. I don't think we'll have enough power to get through the station at this point.
Vectoring to the enemy. Knock it off. Got you on the comm.
Speed effects. You still got those. They're gonna have more hyenas as well. So let's try to get out of there. The poor acclimator. Well, we took out their station, so they can take out our lasers all they want. Not worth, but they weren't patron units. Had to get rid of them sometime. I'm gonna sort the ground units again here through the magic of the funnel system. And actually that should be empty as it is. Did that? Yeah, that. These guys are now going to be space units. I'm gonna move these ones over to the ground on Corsin. And these ones from Kashyyyk over to Contrum. Alright, a lot of that money is going into economic structures. Like Volter, you have a really high base planetary income. You have the tax agency, that's fine. Trade port, that's what you want. Alderaan. Get one on an Axis if we don't have it. We do have one on Alderaan. Or one on an Axis. We get one on Alderaan, even though they kind of screwed us in the other game, in the Stellaris game. Humberine is gonna want one eventually, even if right now it's not the best option. And Kuat will probably want one as well. How are we looking for other tax agencies? Karita, you don't have one yet. Alsakan, you don't have one yet. Coruscant. I guess we want the Jedi Temple there. Maybe we'll sell the light vehicle factory on Coruscant. So we'll do another tax agency, then we'll get the Jedi Temple later. Ariadu, you can have a tax agency as well. That's going to only drop by one. Rostovsis, you are going to have a tax agency. And how about you, Rhodia? You are not going to have a tax agency, probably, because your base income is... Oh, it's actually 300. Never mind. You are going to have a tax agency someday. Someday, all of this will be taxed.
Cruiser here. Starting my run.
Hey, Shadow and Fligar. Alright, we can also queue up some other smaller units here. We can get Yarlung. By some, I mean one. We're gonna get one.
On my way, Commander.
We don't need all of these guys around anymore. Thank you for the gifted sub, Flagar.
Construction complete.
Our acquaintance here.
Missile destroyer reporting in.
Okay, we're almost into the next week. Hopefully some of those... let's get air. But hopefully some of those tax agencies might be done. No. It's gonna take some time.
Standing by.
We will want some food and parts next week too. But I think most of the next week's credits can go straight to ships. So here at Humberine, We will get Don't Quit on Me. It's fine. Mini Pizza Slice. Barack Obama. And at Rothana, we'll start with Journeyman of the Stars. Akmogi. Are these the regular ones? Yeah. It's just those for the larger. Rishi is gonna need a ship for a while. To begin research, construct the new research option in the Research That's Political tab on Kua. It's time for the Republic forces to get our own capital ship to combat the Separatist forces. With proper funding, we can develop a destroyer able to handle anything they can throw at us. Even though I've already kind of started building our vendor. Oops.
Construction complete.
Company discounts do not affect Patreon ships. I'd need to add them individually to it, which I never bother with that. It's a lot more tedious work.
Issue a command.
So I take the in-game hit to the credits for the offset and real-life credits.
There's nothing we can't handle.
Right, we should start getting a lot more money off of this week. Did I ever actually save when I said I was going to save? I did. Good. Just had to check. We do get the discount from heroes like Vestige. Player's asking, would you ever make it so that vendors post-order 66 are all gray? That would be a lot messier than it's worth. Like, they would have to be coded as entirely new units. So you'd need a different model, different texture, and then a different XML entry for it. Unless it was done like the Clone Legions, where they were all switched out in the battle. But then, like, the icon would still be red and everything. There's no way to, like, switch the model in the middle of an ongoing game and switch the icon. Razgriz, Imashiro, Lucas Kurai, Miss Frizzle's in the Galactic School Trip. Zebeoth in there. And at Rothana, we will get Starfighter Go Whoosh, Cuba Libre, Boxy Potato Freighter. We'll probably get the Venator research with the next week. With these, maybe we should go to Telti before trying to do Cato Neimoidia. Though they don't have that much here. It's not... Understood, we're moving out. It's not going to be enough to stand up to Hauser's fleet. Also, we do have room for another commander, which it seems like Baraka was the winner in the initial poll. We have... Yeah, we need to open that back up, and Baraka was gonna... Which is gonna be expensive, because he died.
Breaking comm silence. Moving into positions on your command. Awaiting your orders, sir.
We definitely need to get some anti-fighter if we can. So let's go to Alsakan. Or even Kuat. Yeah, let's do Kuat. So many bad decisions. Light Corvettes are useful. We have one more slot open. Then you go to Volter. You make it like in TR, where different eras there are different ships altogether, so you can keep your red ones when you make rounds. You technically could, but like it's not necessarily worth it, because then they still split up in other ways. And like Fall of the Republic only covers the absolute earliest parts of the Empire, so it's not even like a given that it would thematically make the most sense that they're like all changing right away.
Cruiser ready for combat.
I'll have to queue up the Kuat one. We'll get the research.
Standing by.
Oh, we can't afford the research. We're not getting the research. Do we have any more? Yeah, we've Ghost Knight's Revenge, so we'll get Rightful Courage. Rio Grande. Then the next week will be
Woohoo!
KDY Destroyer Research and... well, not Destroyer. Venator Research. And then the next set of credits, we are going to get our
This is it.
our last commander slot back. Yeah, like Imperial Reign TR, that'll be more where you get the Grey Venators.
Plot our course.
Like, maybe when we do Reconquest of the Rim, Galactic Conquest and Fall of the Republic, we'll make a Grey Venator for it, but it's not a thing that we consider especially high priority to do for TR, or for FOTR.
Choose your reinforcements.
Right, Hammer Strike,
Check complete.
Hauser,
History.
Beta Die, Raspberries, The Eternity, Spirit of Fire, Air of 418, Three Bad Decisions, Corvettes are useful, Light, Need Pizza Slice, it's fine, Miss Frizzle, and carries we got Amethyst Kirai, Shiro, and we'll put Karako Obama and Sabayathu in there next to our Invincible. Definitely going to be a lot of fighters coming out of these. Like, the C9979s have the highest density of fighters per pop cap in either mod, I think. At least in Fall of the Republic, in the CIS roster.
At your command. Cannons charged. We'll crush those scum reading signal coming through. I have the target inside. Stations ready.
Right. That first line is close to down.
You've got the captain.
I'm going to try to stay back a little bit until we have these all cleared out a bit more.
What's the order? Your orders? Moving into attack position. They won't know what hit.
There is still a big chunk of carriers back here. But I don't want to go in until we've had a chance to recover some of our stuff, to kill some of these fighters.
And they just don't learn, do they?
Clear out the bombers, get some shields back.
Standing by.
I'm going to move this one back a little bit.
Setting intercept course.
I think we just killed that entire bombing run.
What's the order? Missile
No,
destroyer
don't do that. Don't do that. You're starting to get in range of the Golan.
Awaiting
Not what we
your
want.
orders, sir.
Okay, here comes the next line.
Missile destroyer reporting.
Try to get farther
Ready for
back
attack
there.
orders. Go ahead, sir.
You come up,
At your
you
command.
come up,
On
you
my way,
come up,
Commander.
and you come up.
Ready to deliver.
You start going in for... I guess we'll kill the Munificent first. But I do like how much is happening
Your orders?
in Munifex. So, you know what? Can you go back to that?
Signal coming through. All stations ready.
We might be small, but we pack
Can you circle back around and kill that?
Targeting computer missile destroyer here. Ready to commence.
Is that gonna get it? Yes.
All lights are green. Taking the offensive. Cruiser here. Captain here. Radiator channels open. Standing by. Beginning attack run. Cruiser here. Ready for command. What's the order? Missile destroyer reporting.
You're off on that.
Starting my run.
I'm gonna see if we can turn around on there, but it's gonna be... Eternity's probably not gonna make it.
Awaiting your orders, sir. Moving to attack. Heading for attack coordinates. All stations ready. What is it, sir?
You've got the captain.
Here comes that line of carriers
Ready
again.
for attack orders, the captain. Missile destroyer here.
If I was being a little bit more proactive, it'd probably be better.
Stand by.
But I am still afraid of the
Staying on
bombers.
target. All lights are green.
Yeah, we're starting to get some shields back.
What's the order?
We might be small, but
Got
we
you
pack
Wish I'd had more
Ready for command.
anti-fighter and point
Awaiting
defense.
your orders, sir.
Come on,
Targeting at maximum
please
power.
don't die.
Locked on target. Ready for attack orders. What is it, sir?
Still that squad of bombers coming back in there. And at least we should be killing off their next line of bombers, or the carriers before the next line of bombers comes out.
At your command. All lights are green.
You've got the captain.
Our complete lack of fighters right now is really not
Ready to
helpful.
commence. As you wish, Commander. Cannons charged.
I'm not sure if
Standing by.
some of them just didn't spawn because they were coded in afterwards, and I need to update the.
Moving to attack.
I need to make them XML spawns, or if they've all just died from the enemy fighters.
Missile destroyer reporting in. Transmit
But I
orders.
think it was more the latter.
Punch.
Got you on the comm. Signal coming through.
One of the ways the Patreon units end up working is because I'm sometimes adding them onto an ongoing campaign. It can't load the new Lua files. You end up having to make them use the XML spawns. But it looks like we have everything covered here now.
Ready to deliver. Captain here. Awaiting your orders, sir.
We can start going into the Golan.
Ready for attack orders. At your command. We'll crush those scum.
And
Your orders.
those are still
Ready to
completely
commence.
fine.
Moving to attack. Heading for attack.
We gotta kill the
orders.
diamonds
Awaiting your
before
orders, sir. Targeting
we'll
at
be able to do
maximum
much
firepower.
with the Invincible. There we go. We're starting to get some shots through. That'll be a good chunk of our damage.
Scum. All lights are green. Target at maximum.
Power weapons where you can.
We'll make short work. Ready for attack orders.
I'm a little afraid to do powered weapons on that one,
What is it, sir? Setting
but
intercept
we've
course.
got most of the bombers down. Will the Wookiee gunship that was in episode 3 ever be made for Kashyyyk? Yes.
Ready to commence. Moving to attack. Ready to deliver.
Our Quentin's here. Our Quentin's responding.
Awaiting your orders, sir. Heading for attack. Your orders. Stand clear. Radio channels open.
Standing by.
Ready for attack orders. Targeting at maximum firepower.
Alright, we need to
Nominal
kill all
status.
the hard
At your
points on this
command.
We
side.
might be small, but we pack a punch.
Ready to commence.
So is a dreadnought.
Cannons charged. We'll crush those scum. Moving to attack. All lights are green. Stations ready. Targeting
Well, at
enemy.
least we got that one out.
Awaiting your orders, sir.
You've got the captain. Target their laser
This
cannon.
is the captain. Vectoring
Can
to the
you
enemy. Ready
hit
for command.
that weapon? Nope,
Cannons
that's
charge
dead.
on the comm. Battle stations ready to
I think that was 2 dreadnoughts, an acclimator,
Ready for attack
and
orders.
maybe something else that we'll have lost.
Heading for attack coordinates. Captain here. Your orders?
Possibly. Nope, the
Standing by.
Brilliant Corvettes are all
Targeting
flying out here
computers
now.
up. All lights are green. Taking the offensive. Moving into attack position. Target observed.
They're leaving. Good. We still won. Cato and Neimoidia are kind of the 2 biggest planets we have to worry about in the core, so
Preparing assault salvo.
it's worth some losses for that. Yeah, we lost Yamashiro, Amicus Curie, and the Eternity, who will return in Avengers Endgame. Okay. Do you have anything building on Rathana? Not yet. So let's get Indus. We'll get Destroyer of Worlds and Bombers too, I guess. Or he's Lori. Maybe small, but I pack a punch. Natural Hammer. Here on Rishi, we'll get Temperus. And A Tender Eku. Actually, I'll switch this up a little bit, because I'm going to put him in command of that fleet. Which I should probably send up to Umbara right now. Like, they should be able to handle that pretty easily. So, let's get all these guys up around here.
If you wish to achieve the rank of master.
We're going to get that.
Reporting in.
And... let's just... I'm going to tell him to go straight into Umbara. That should be even less defended at this
We got you
point.
covered.
I'm getting too old
Let's
for
see
this
what
sort
this
of
new
thing.
gunship can do.
Preparing
You're coming
for
into
hyperspace
there. And I think we'll save before going into the last phases here. We're going to try to take Cato, Neimoidia, and Umbara at least. That'll leave, what, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 Trade Federation planets down in the south part. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait, I think I just counted one of the independent ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 Techno Union planets. And 5 CIS planets. No, 6 CIS planets, it looks like. Then there's the 2 or 3 independents. I might have miscounted there. Not sure whose that is. Which one are you? They do have a Commerce Guild one.
Let's see what this new gunship can do.
All right, let's go with
Invasion commencing.
the Cato. This time on Cato, Neimoidia will count.
His presence, I sense.
Choose your reinforcements.
All right, we're gonna ferry around to some capturables with our clones again. Yoda's gonna try to get that landing zone.
Support ready. Ready when you are.
One of you get in there,
Even. Area's not secure.
and you get up here. I think some of these are mines. Oh, that's a sensor. I'll take that as well. Free money is nice, but free vision is nice too. No, don't let them have this. Get him with the lightsaber. There you go. Good job on the lightsaber, buddy. And Mace Window, you can come in for this one.
I'm your reinforcements around. Stay sharp. Fighters wait here, huh? That'll buy some time.
So what are we looking at in the base? That's where we're gonna want to hit with the first bombing run.
You best not
We get
fight
the new Mace Windu model after the
Is there
2007
somewhere
one.
you'd rather be? I am not here to
No
boost
place
your
I'd rather be.
confidence.
Right mistake.
And hesitant local
Get ready
garrison.
to move in. Ready to go.
No one fights better than people who were probably forcing to, I guess, kind of.
Move forward.
Kind of conscription?
To the Jedi Council. The Sith could not defeat the Jedi at the height of their power, and they will not do so now. You are no Sith Lord.
Alright, Yoda, get in there. We have Shatterpoint and Force Push. I don't know that we're gonna have anything particularly useful to Shatterpoint here. I don't think it works on structures.
Support ready.
That'd be the main
Closing range.
desire with what's there.
You see,
Right. Get up.
a harmless old creature. You see.
I'm tough on you because I sense how much conflict within you.
Alright, Yoda's gonna just go through this infantry only path.
Falling shot. Drive. Now we move in. Do I look like a droid?
And we can go up and see if there's another field base up there. I don't think they'll have a field base for this. Actually, if they were going to build one, it would be here. Because they probably think this time on Cato Neimoidia counts as well. Gotta watch out for the AV damage on that fighter droid. It's done now. Okay, now we can move in some more. How's Yoda looking? He's fine. I'm gonna stop him from having to stop in the middle of battle, and he can just rely on those. Okay, these are the capturable turbo lasers, so I'm gonna get Yoda to capture one of those of the turbo lasers. There we go. We wiped them. And by wiped, I mean we forced them off world.
System control achieved.
Okay, Cato Neimoidia.
Building started.
You are definitely going to want to be taxed. And that.
Instruction.
Okay, so we can still see the surrounding areas with Hauser. We can't see anything on Neimoidia in space, which I hope means that they don't have anything. But let's see how we're getting into Umbara.
Making the jump
We'll just send all these straight in.
We're on the move.
Alright, and I did say we'd open up our next slot again. I did promise. What I get for killing my hero off. Lose 10k credits. Balances out the fact that we can have like 6 trillion of them. Alright, we'll go in with Rahm Kota right after this.
Enemy movement.
This time we won't lose everything. Maybe.
Choose your reinforcements.
I'll follow that path.
Engaging drive thrusters.
Starfighters go whoosh.
Breaking
Aqua
comms
V. The Libre. Oh, they have an ion cannon here. In this, and this one I didn't read the name. That was Journeyman of the Stars. Lori's Lori, and Boxy Potato Cradle.
Captain. Nominal status.
I think even with the ion cannon, we probably shouldn't lose anything.
Missile destroyer here.
Just probably.
Got you on the comm.
I'm with you.
Missile destroyer reporting in. They won't escape.
All right.
And Munificent
I
wants to
can-
shoot us.
Captain here. Vectoring to the enemy. All stations ready.
We probably shouldn't move in the
Ready for combat.
I'm with you.
acclimator that has no shields quite as much.
Battle stations.
All right.
Reading you loud and
I
clear.
feel it. I've got it.
Got you on the comm. Missile destroyer here. Cruiser here. Training weapons on target. Captain
I
here.
feel it.
Reading you. Locked on target. Nominal status. It should be
Can we
destroyed.
put power weapons on everything else?
This is the captain.
We are getting some of their bombers down.
I'm getting too old for this sort of thing. I'm getting too old for this sort of
And we're getting some shields back, so I think it's fine.
I'm getting too old for this sort of thing.
You're not too old for this. You're not any older than you were, like, the first time you said that 3 seconds ago.
Stations ready. Initiating.
Like, you're still gonna be doing stuff in 50 years. You're fine.
I'm getting too old for this
Got you
sort
on
of
the
thing.
comm.
This one's mine.
Vectoring to the enemy.
That's what you get for being one of the few viable CSA heroes.
They won't escape. Sir, we've done it.
We'll win this fight, no problems.
You tried it? The Republican is going well so far. Made some nice progress. Keep up. Alright. Mr. Kota. This was just a regular set of units,
For the
not
Chancellor.
patron units. And let's send him in first.
Invasion commencing.
In a twist, we're sending a Jedi that hates clone troopers into Umbara. Unlike in the show, where it was clone-loving Pong Krell.
Choose your reinforcements.
Get ready to move in.
I think I'm gonna go to the left on this.
We done here?
Taking Vanguard, follow me.
Now that we have a lot of the basic, like, actual units for the Republic and CIS done, stuff like the
Taking Vanguard, follow me.
planet-specific Umbara tanks and everything are more likely to get some of the focus. So I don't know that we'd necessarily have them in point 3, but a much higher chance than that would have had in other releases where we were explicitly not going to be doing them yet.
This place is dusted. Yeah, let's do this.
Okay, let's get Remoti in on this one. We're going to try to defend this landing zone as much as we can. We've got our second one, too.
Seems my little friend ran far, far away.
And you can go... I'm going to send Kota straight into the base from there.
Done here?
Because we'll be able to grab this landing zone, and then we can collapse onto the landing zone that we already have on the other side with the militia. Look at them.
This place is dusty.
Okay, you should be fine to let those stand on their own at the moment. And are we gonna have to focus more on the eastern side? I think we are. Alright, so let's get clone commandos, ATRTs, more clones, and we'll get the other juggernaut in if we need to send someone to help Kota. Well, I am gonna mostly be focusing on the structures. The ion cannon's up here for the outbase stuff. Is it intended that in the PA playthrough, the Empire's already created 7 legitimate groups, but only have one after maybe 25, 30 plants in? Well, we were talking about this earlier a bit, but it's a random chance, so it's not like intended that any group has X after X planets. It's like they have... It's, again, random chance, so you may have had more opportunities to roll, but it's RNG, so... There is going to be bad luck protection in the future, but like there's no set of like, oh, you've taken 10 planets, so you're definitely going to get one now. It's possible to have 4 planets in a row where you get one, and it's possible to technically go the entire time without getting any, but it's, again, any planet you take is going to be a 1 in 10 chance of getting it.
Control achieved.
Kurita, Coruscant, anything that's worth more legitimacy is going to raise that chance to take it. So, on average, you're going to be getting them once every 10 planets, but there's no guarantee.
Building started. Construction complete.
Okay, so we'll build that. I really want to take Deco Neimoidia. Don't leave me. Paul. Nicoperdon. Should probably not be getting those on these planets.
I'm sort of busy now.
Should we get on there? I mean, cool, we're going to be doing the Venator research soon. Jordan. Athabasca. Good value for cost. Gopardon. High on Davy. Then I think we definitely want to get as many of the anti-fighter as we can up here. These are actually the regular ones. Yeah, so we'll have to hold off a little bit. We'll get Core and Horn. You know what? It's too important. We'll need the LACs for that.
I'm otherwise occupied.
We got you covered.
We'll definitely want that. And we're gonna get some more of the heavier ships on Humberine. We do have one of the VSDs already. The one we have is the one that isn't One Little Victory or Voidwalker. So we will get our Invincibles first, I think. Let's get Amelia Ara and Revan's RV.
LAC responding.
Some of those will probably be in a different fleet. Like, I don't think we need more than the 2 there.
LAC responding.
Let's actually do it this way. We'll get Voidwalker first, and then we'll get Revan's RV.
LAC
Let's see what this
responding.
new gunship can do.
G-Spice is asking, any tips for someone new to follow the Republic and the game itself? I actually have, especially for Follow the Republic, I have a beginner's guide video that's fairly in-depth. And then there's like individual factional guides on top of that on the YouTube channel. It should be helpful. I go over a lot of like how to use the units, how to start off Galactic Conquest. Okay, we can see all of that. What's Lucre Hall Core Destroyer? Oh. Well, guess what?
Let's move this bucket.
How did the... Oh, the CIS did take Wayland. That makes sense. Are there any new models to play through aside from Kota? Technically, the Kota and militias right now are it. There's other stuff that's like not technically a new model, but is kind of a new model. Let's get Rightful Courage. Hammer Strike. The Day to Die. Raspberries. Spirit of Fire.
Ready for command. Ready to
Destroyer here. Holding fire for maximum.
And Rio Grande. And Hauser.
Consider it history. Your orders?
The Sphere is a Lucre Hall core ship.
All lights are green. Ready for command. Ready to deliver.
Alright, we can start getting to the station. And I'm going to throw in the regular LACs up front first.
We are moving out.
Then we'll also want Viewlight, Air 418. Don't go too far up there.
Main cannons charged.
Anything that can do powered weapons.
Woohoo!
Athabasca,
Moving into
Barack
position.
Obama.
Taking the offensive. For the your orders.
I'll save the rest till after we've taken down some of the station.
Position. Preparing assault salvo.
We are taking a lot of damage on that.
All lights are green. Plot our course. At your command.
Go too far up.
All stations ready. Cruiser here. I'm hit. We'll take the ready for command. Stand clear.
Alright, I think we should be able to focus on some of these smaller ones now.
Taking the offensive.
And can you get out a little bit there?
They won't survive.
Oh, no, the Providence is hiding right under.
Position.
Holding for maximum firepower.
Missile destroyer reporting in. Standing by. Waiting for attack coordinates. Your orders?
Form
This
up.
is the captain.
Go too
All
far.
stations ready. Signal coming through. Ready to commence. Targeting at maximum firepower. Cannons charged. All lights are green. Preparing assault salvo.
Now we can jump in. Any pizza slice?
Quentin's responding.
Jordan. Nope.
Reinforcements canceled.
Yeah, Jordan.
Delta frigate.
Damn it.
Moving in.
Good value for cost.
Setting a course. I copy
Corvettes
that.
are useful.
This is
Any
it.
bad decisions? It's
Republic
fine.
light cruiser.
Ready for command. Stand clear. Got you on the comm.
Destroyer.
Hopefully we'll be able to
Ready to deliver.
save that other one.
Main cannons charged.
But
Your
like,
orders?
the Invincible should really rip apart the Munificent with the hardpoint clustering.
Cruiser ready for combat. Awaiting your orders, sir. We'll crush those scum.
No, we lost 2 acclimators on
To
that.
attack position.
Which again,
Preparing assault
could be
salvo.
worse.
Ready for command. Ready to deliver.
Destroyer
As long as
reporting.
it's not 2 that we've already lost. Then they'd be at like
Heading out.
2 of 3.
Stand clear.
Our Quentin's here.
Will you ever be adding the Fanon ship that everyone loves? The Abaddon Hail I do want to add at some point.
All lights are green. Main cannons charged. Ready for
Holding
command.
here. Our target priority.
Fan favorite Abaddon Hail, and all the characters on it.
Full stop. Attack commencing.
Missile destroyer here.
Even the Ascending Snail.
Cruiser here. Training weapons on target. All lights are green.
Destroyer reporting. Our target priority
Ready
is
for
the laser
command.
cannons.
Safety check complete.
Commander.
What's the order? Cruiser, standing by.
ready. The lasers are our target. Open fire.
I think you wanted that other ship over there.
Yeah, we don't have that much point defense firing right now, but I don't know if we need it anymore.
Standing by.
PC Henry's designs are amazing. Any chance of adding any of his ships? There are some of the ones that he's done that are based on background models from
Destroyer here.
the movies, where he had actual access to images of those models. Those would be possible in the same way that any other units from the movies would be. Stuff that he's designed himself, no. Like, we're definitely not doing his Imperial Nebulon B, because the Imperial Nebulon B is the Nebulon B. But
Attack that target.
that one we get asked for so often,
Moving into
not
positions
happening.
on your command. We'll take the
Like, we
fight
don't
to them.
add
All lights are green.
outside fanon, basically ever. Any of that stuff would just be whether one of the devs wants to do it as a submod or something.
Preparing assault salvo. We have the upper hand. Missile destroyer reporting in.
Like, there's a bunch of ships that show up in a ton of Empire at War mods. So we lost Good Day to Die, Raspberries, and Violite. Very sad day for them, but it's an okay day for the rest of us. But, like, we get asked for them all the time, but it's not a thing we do. We only add any fanon at all when, like, a faction needs it, and we need to either add ships where we know there would have been ships, but there's not in-game lore or in-universe lore for it, like how we've done the rosters for the Empire, the Hand, and the Chiss, or the Hapens. Now we're going to be doing that for a few other upcoming factions. Or where there's ships where, like, there's a name that we have or a type that we have that just doesn't have a design, or vice versa. Then we'll introduce stuff, but in those situations we always do it ourselves rather than filling out with other stuff. Like, there's a ton of requests for, like, oh, this Republic ship, this Republic fanon ship, can you put that in? Like, the Republic has so many things on its own that it doesn't need to have stuff invented for it.
Tactical battle imminent.
We should be able to kill all this really easily.
Enemy movement.
Choose your reinforcements.
Alright, Grumby and the Acclimators. Starfighters go whoosh. Uber Libre,
Understood, we're
Tentaris,
moving out.
Bearing
Ring of the
set.
Stars,
Breaking
Optimal
comms
Beat.
out.
All right. I can take them.
We'll throw in
Need
Eku.
repairs?
We don't want these to retreat.
Captain here. Battle stations.
You guys go for that. Throw in Corey's Lorry, Astral Hammer, Indus, maybe small, but I pack a punch. In Box of Penetrator.
We've lost the squad. Locked on target. I recommend we see the captain. Terminal status. Vectoring to the
I
enemy.
feel it.
Got you on the comm. Battle stations. Locked on target. Reinforcements are on their way. Terminal status. Vectoring to the enemy. We're going to need you to hold them off.
Alright, I think that's all those.
Captain here. Battle is ours.
So when I gave the clue on which Jedi it wasn't because it's so obscure I could shove references down your throats and we wouldn't get it. It was, I'm pretty sure what I said was I could ram clues down everyone's throat and they wouldn't get it. Which was, in fact, clue. Alright, they are being jerks about
There's
Christophsis.
nothing we can't handle.
Before we take any more planets, we will need parts and food. So let's get parts there. Let's get food on... Well, let's get parts and food on Vulture then. Get food only on... Contrum?
Beginning
Yeah,
construction.
Contrum and Kashyyyk.
Building
And we'll be really in the clear for resources for a while. We'll want Ghost Knight's Revenge
production.
and one little victory out in the Outer Rim. Do we want Hugo to Rune out here? I think we do. We'll get all 3 of those.
Production.
Alright, see how Trench holds up here.
Tactical battle imminent.
Go clickety-clack at us.
Enemy contact.
I may end up having to record one of the
Reinforcements.
episodes for the week off stream, but for one of the campaigns.
Breaking comm silence.
See,
Of course, Your Highness.
won't have to be Fall of the Republic,
Enemy might be
so
shooting.
it'll be the Haven campaign if I do have to do that.
All stations ready.
Depends on whether we do 1 or 2 episodes today. It probably is going to be 1,
Initiating
because we have
combat
like no
protocols.
Groshi's really to get to the
Destroyer
store.
reporting in. Fire for maximum effect. Targeting enemy. Ow. What
Alright.
we ready to defend perimeter.
I'm willing to lose almost all of these to win this battle.
She's done for. This is the captain. Hold up.
Get the first iteration of their...
Got you on the comm.
Okay,
All stations ready. We're being overwhelmed. We have a look.
don't let him get away.
Initiating combat protocols. Targeting enemy.
A real good fight for Trench there. He just wanted to be in his next form. So the AI, if they have a hero who doesn't have engines, they won't typically start retreating, but it dies while he's retreating. So he must have been in Naboo then. Or I guess he could have come through. Yeah, they could have come through from the rest of that. But that is going to do it for today's episode, as well as the Fall of the Republic portion of the stream. So we are going to fire up the Hapen campaign after we save here. For those of you watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Hope you are enjoying the campaign so far, and hope to see you next time. We will be recording the next set of episodes on Friday, and then generally Fridays will be the Republic episode recordings throughout the rest of this campaign. But we are going to move over to Hapes now on Twitch, so hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone.